Hi, friends. So I had a call with my coach yesterday, who's amazing. And, something that's been working its way up to the surface of my awareness is my relationship to music and piano. And it's really interesting to me because I have somehow managed to construct a relationship with music and piano where it's both an integral part of my aligned purpose and a potential avenue of distraction from that alignment. What I mean by that is there are many ways in which music features in my life as part of real growth and real groundedness and kind of a what alignment it really is the word. There are ways in which that's part of what I am about in this life, and paying some paying some pretty close, really giving it my attention opens doors and moves me forward. And then there is another aspect to music where I lose myself in it, and not in a good way. Not like I lose myself in the moment of playing piano. It's more like I lose myself in the practice of piano because it gives me an avenue where I can feel like I'm making progress and I can have the experience of growth, but within a domain that doesn't actually challenge me on a deep level, doesn't force me to reckon with bigger questions, and doesn't therefore put me, there's no traction. It's like I can do a lot of work and feel a lot of satisfaction, but in a very contained way that doesn't ripple out into my larger life. And it doesn't bring me into alignment. It actually takes me out of alignment because it's a distraction. And so as you can imagine, that's kind of a subtle predicament to be in. And it is going to require of me, I think, a real honesty with myself, a real kind of transparency to myself, and really kind of a willingness to see what's true. I amaze myself with that capacity to sort of just become distracted. It's really powerful. And when I talk about my existential crisis, the result of being distracted, even by something as satisfying as piano or music, is that emotional backdrop of kind of disoriented, out of alignmentness grows. So that's the evidence. I mean, what more evidence do I need in order to recognize that that's what's happening? This is not, this is not where your growth is. So I think I got a little work to do as far as you know what? Maybe that's not how to phrase it. I don't think that it's work to do as far as um, finding, discriminating between those two things. I don't know that it's actually work. I think it's perception. And I know how to perceive alignment. It's not hard to tell when I'm in alignment, by and large. It's like an addiction, it's like this. As somebody who's been pretty conscious of things like chemical addiction, I've transferred that over to other areas. You don't have to have a chemical addiction in order to be at the mercy of an addictive personality, or to be at the mercy of addiction, period. Doesn't have to be drugs, doesn't have to be alcohol. It can be that sort of padding the self, padding life with good amounts of time spent not moving. And I think this is coming up right now, and I'm kind of allowing my awareness to sink into this, because I have this sense of an existential crisis, the feeling of something's really off here, and I've got to make a change. My coach yesterday said, she called it a crossroads. She said, you're at a crossroads. And I was like, that feels right. So I think, there are some, we want to perceive our addictions, our ego, the part of us that's happy to stay distracted and that tends to pull us in that direction, wants to perceive our addictions as being inviolate, as being these. Without this, life wouldn't be worth living. They become these kind of sanctified elements, like my piano practice. And piano practice is so wholesome that who would ever try to deny me my piano practice? How dare they try to take away this beautiful, cherished, artistically evolutionary thing that I do that requires discipline and focus. You can't touch that. Except it's a giant distraction from where my attention needs to be. And again, It's subtle because that's not 100% of the time. It's not 100% of my involvement in music, but it's an aspect of it. And it's an important one, and it's a big one. And I'm taking it seriously. So that's the weather report from inside Robin's psyche today. I'm sure that this is not, I'm sure I didn't invent this tactic for avoiding my, you know, what I want to be grappling with ultimately, for avoiding my alignment. I'm sure there are other people out there who have also done this, even without the help of drugs and alcohol. So anyway, I'm offering that as a template for self-reflection. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. So much love. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.